Well, good morning, everyone. Mayor Ted Betancourt. I think all of us pretty much know each other, and I think these are always special days when we have an opportunity to recognize somebody who's just provided tremendous service to our city and to our nation. Somebody very special to all of us. First, his family. He's a father of 3 children, Lou, Jeannie, and Carol. But he's 5 grandchildren, Matthew, Michael, Andrew, Laurie, and Jacqueline, and 5 great-grandchildren, Jack, Aiden, Madeline, Sadie, and James.
And one more on the way.
Another one on the way? Excellent. Excellent. So, but Lou, and I only really learned the details about this in a conversation we had a few days ago. But Lou is an honored and distinguished veteran of the Korean War era. He served 4 years as a United States Marine. 14 months he served in Korea, and worked his way up from a private first class to a sergeant, which is really a remarkable accomplishment. That happened within a 3-month period. And I know he doesn't talk about it, and I'm not even sure if his family and some of his family and real close friends know, but he shared some stories with me of some of his activity and his actions and his bravery in Korea, going on night raids, volunteering for very difficult and dangerous assignments, and that's why he was promoted so rapidly. And really there were stories of real heroism, things I didn't know about and I don't think a lot of people knew about. And I hope everybody knows, his family and friends, people who care about Lou, know what type of service he had in Korea. It was really something spectacular. And the medals and commendations he got were a number of them. Just a few I wanted to share. The National Defense Service Medal, the Korean Service Medal, 3 times the United Nations Service Medal, and those are with battle stars, which means that he saw action, and the Good Conduct Medal. I actually he shared with me his discharge papers, his family, and just pretty amazing, some of the commendations and medals that Lou was able to achieve in his service to our country. Following his service, he worked as a manager in First National Stores for over 30 years, and then opened up Lou's Richdale, where I first got to know him. I was there all the time, and Lou was a Ward 2 counselor for 26 years. I grew up in Ward 2, and I think Ward 2 was the funnest ward around with the carnivals. Lou would bring buses and take all the kids over to Canopy Lake or wherever we would go, and really it was provided a lot of memories. And also he had the July 4th party, and we got to have McDonald's at the parties, which was pretty cool. Not much, I used to brag to the other wards that Ward 2 was the best, and I think it was because Lou created a nice environment for everybody to really enjoy themselves. And then not only that, everything that he had going with his family and work and everything, but Lou loved sports, cared about the youth in our city, as I talked about, and for the last 40 years, maybe even longer, he's been the voice of Peabody basketball and Peabody football, doing the games for PAT, doing the games for the local cable, and doing an excellent job, and always promoting the youth in our city, and always talking about the great sports programs, the great coaches, and the great athletes we have here in the city of Peabody. And I remember, Mark may mention in a moment, but we were on the press box. From the press box, Lou and Nick Spiliotis had a show that, again, really promoted everything that the youth were doing in our city, and it was really something special. So I wanted to turn it over to Coach Betts to say a few words, and then I wanted to wrap up and then have a little special ceremony right out front, or an unveiling of a sign that we've had. But Coach, you want to say a few words?
Absolutely. I've known you for a long time, Mr. Sasso, since I was a little boy, and throughout my life, being a part of Peabody Athletics, as a player, as a coach, as a fan, there isn't a coach, there isn't a player, there isn't an administrator that is more a part of Peabody Athletics than you are. And when the mayor came to me and we had this conversation, there was no other name involved. You're a huge part of every kid that played a sport at Peabody High School. And I think it's something that you love, and something that will now, from this day, carry on your name and your legacy forever, for my kids and my grandkids and all of us to play on this field, on those courts. You brought high school athletics into people's living rooms. You brought local athletes and you turned them into mentors. You allowed little kids to see them not just on a basketball court, but in your studio. And the times I've had experiences with you are things I'll treasure for the rest of my life. And I think I speak for every coach, every player, every administrator who's ever come through this athletic department. I want to personally thank you from all of us. This dedication is well deserved, probably overdue, and I'm glad it's finally happening. Thank you.
So I wanted to recognize we have our assistant superintendent here, Dr. Chris Lord. It's nice to see Coach Sheridan in the back. How are you, Coach? Eric Buckley, our high school principal, and it's great to have you here, Eric. And up above us right now is our athletic director, Bobby Boas, and he'll be unveiling the sign in a minute. But as elected officials, city officials, your family, people that care about you, Lou, congratulations. This is well deserved.
Thank you. I'd like to thank everyone, especially for coming on this Thanksgiving morning. Right now, you are in probably the best press box in Peabody and in the Greater Boston League, North Shore League, any kind of league here. This is the best press box that the city has ever given us, and it's a great thing. I want to thank the present school committee, the past school committees, the past mayors, for giving us athletic facilities like this. This is probably the best field, the best lighting system we ever seen. You go to some of the fields, the press boxes they don't even have. The lights are half dim. You can see no shadows here. The lights are great. The field is great, and it's just a great city to be in, and I'm very proud to be part of it. I'd just like to thank my family that is here. My son Louis, my daughter Jean, and my daughter Carol, and my grandsons are here, Andrew, Matt, and some of them are still home watching this, I'm sure, but I want to thank them all. I never thought I had a small family, and now 6 grandchildren and 5 great-grandchildren, and it's growing. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, and I really appreciate my family.
Great. That's absolutely right. All right, let's go outside and unveil the sign.
First, we have Michelle Griffoni, class of 2008, 3-sport captain in volleyball, basketball, and softball, and all-star MVP in all scholastic. She is accompanied by her family. Next, Kyle Maltner, class of 2007, standout player in basketball and baseball, MVP and all scholastic, accompanied by his family. Next, Eddie Leonard, class of 2007, a 3-sport captain in football, basketball, and lacrosse, all-star, MVP, and all scholastic, accompanied by his family. You have to tell me whether or not there's anyone with her. I don't see her. Next, Heather Pop Shermana, captain of soccer and lacrosse, set scoring records and was named all scholastic. Here comes Heather. This is Heather. No, I can't tell.
Yeah, this is Heather.
Okay. Next, Lauren Orlando Latorella, captain of volleyball and basketball, all-star MVP and all scholastic, accompanied by her family. Yep, the whole Italian family. Next, Jocelyn Costa Sullivan, class of 2004, three-sport captain in field hockey, swimming, and lacrosse, GBL All-Star, and team MVP. Accompanied by her family. Next, Gary Palmieri, class of 2002, a three-sport standout in football, hockey, and baseball, an all-star, and accompanied today by his family.
His entire family.
This is belonging the whole Italian family. That is awesome.
Okay, go. That's nice. We better go fast.
Next, Tracy McKean Palazzola, class of 1997, captain of soccer and basketball, GBL All-Star, MVP, and excelled in the javelin throw. Now an assistant basketball coach at Peabody High, is accompanied today by her family.
Coach, you have to go fast. There's too many babies in my field.
They seem to love it, Jeannie. I got pieces, people's gotta be in a place.
When they get to the end.
Next, Josh Rackman, class of 1994, standout athlete for football and lacrosse, a state and Greater Boston League All-Star. Next, Mark Leonard, class of 1984, a three-sport all-star in soccer, hockey, and baseball, captain of hockey and soccer, North Shore Player of the Year for hockey, and is now the head hockey coach at Peabody High, accompanied today by his family. Next, Pat Conrad, class of 1980, standout football and baseball player, Greater Boston League batting champion and all-star, and a standout defenseman in football, accompanied today by his family. Next, Scott Vlasic, class of 1979, three-sport standout in football, track, and lacrosse, all-star, and returned to coach here at the high school for many years. He is accompanied today by his family. Next, Gary Haywood, class of 1977, excelled in three sports, soccer, track, and baseball, where he led in batting. He was a GBL All-Star. He's accompanied today by his family. Next, William Connolly, deceased but class of 1950, represented today by his children and family. He was a standout in football, hockey, and baseball, and earned numerous all-star awards in all three sports. Unable to be with us today, other inductees, Sean Hayes, 1992, Gary Ruddick, 1974, Paul Tenberg, 1974, deceased, and Charlie Spur, 1970. Please congratulate these wonderful coaches and athletes and members of our sports community. Happy Thanksgiving to one and all.
supposed to turn the key. Don't tell anybody. Test, test.
Good morning and happy Thanksgiving, Joel. Sasso, Lou Sasso. We're here Thanksgiving morning to bring you the annual Thanksgiving Day game between Peabody High School and Saugus. Joel, we can expect a real good ball game. We don't know what to really expect because Saugus has a great offense, Peabody defense, and let's see who does the scoring.
Absolutely, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody out there. And before I start the broadcast here, I just want to recognize that today we had the dedication of the Lou Sasso press box. So to my broadcast partner, Lou, congratulations over 40 years of broadcasting Peabody Athletics. So glad to see the ceremony, and congratulations on the recognition today. Well deserved, Lou.
Thank you, Joel. I want to thank everyone for taking part in that this morning, particularly my family and all the other guests that were invited. Thank you, Joel.
It was a very nice ceremony. But back to football, as you said, Lou. Should have a very competitive game today. Both squads come in, I think, a little bit, I would say, disappointed in their records. They're 4-6. Obviously, you always want to win your title and at least have a positive record, if not 500. As I said, both teams right now, as I think Coach Betancourt said in the paper, is, you know what? It doesn't matter. All that matters is this game, and all we can do is control and end up 5-6. And I think that's a good attitude. And you got seniors out here. It'll be their last game today, so obviously a lot of special memories. And I think you're going to see a very competitive game, and I would be surprised if either team is able to blow the other one out. I think it will be a tight game.
Right, Joel, both teams could have had winning records if they had any good fortune on their side, as both teams were in all their ball games this year. They got blown out a couple of times, but really, both teams have had a real good year, and whoever wins this game is going to be very fortunate to come out with a win.
Yep, and whoever wins this game, obviously, it'll make that turkey just that much sweeter today. So looking forward to, we said, a good game. I think, as you stated, it's going to be maybe Saugus' offense against Peabody's defense. But Peabody's offense, you know, they kind of, sometimes they sputter, and then other times they just are very efficient. So it'll be interesting to see what happens today. I believe they'll be led by sophomore quarterback Alex Danisco. The senior Matt Janusevich is still out, I believe, with a knee injury. I don't know if he's on the sidelines. I'll keep my eye out. But it is going to be interesting to see what Coach Betancourt does today. If he goes with the ground game, which has been pretty successful, or he puts it up in the air. I think probably like most of the season, he's going to go 50-50. But obviously, Peabody's done much better when they've been able to get on the board early and take the lead. So let's see what happens here today.
Right, and the biggest thing with Peabody is this year, when they got into that red zone, they just couldn't put the points on the board. If they got a few touchdowns in the red zone, they would have had an altogether different record.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. So we'll see what's going on. Both now the captains are heading out for the coin toss.
And Mark Betancourt has done a great job with this team, and I think this is a team for the future, really. They got a lot of underclassmen, and I think the next couple of years they're going to be a strong force in the Northeast Conference.
Yeah, I would agree with you. A very strong junior class followed by a good sophomore class, and we'll see what happens here. Peabody Youth Football is turning out to be a good feeder system for the city. I know we do lose some athletes, but by and large, the ones that come here have a very successful career, and this program is part of it.
And you notice the writing on the scoreboard up above you. We give you right up to the minute how much time is left in the quarter, how much time is left in the first half, and it's Peabody has their Thanksgiving Day uniforms on today. They wear these uniforms once a year, and that's Thanksgiving morning, and they're really sharp uniforms.
Can I call them powder blue?
Powder blue.
So Peabody dressing a lot of players. I know some freshmen were able to dress today. That's always a big privilege that Coach Betancourt gives to some freshmen every year. Big squad, and if Peabody can get on the board early and often, you might see some more underclassmen get the opportunity to take the field today for their first varsity playing time. But
yeah, there should be a lot of substitutes. Peabody has a lot of seniors out there, and they're going to be moving in and out, and everyone's going to get a chance to touch that pigskin today.
Peabody, I believe, is 6-4 against Saugus the last 10 years, but I think they've actually won the last 4 in a row. So you said it's always nice once they send the seniors home with a victory, and that pie tastes that much sweeter at Thanksgiving dinner later on today.
And it looks like Peabody Tanners are going to kick off to Saugus, as Peabody probably won the toss and deferred to the second half. And it'd be very interesting to see how the Peabody defense can hold this wide open offense of Saugus. And their defense has been keeping them in most of the ball games this year.
Kicking off for Peabody, as he has all year, number 1, Austin Leggett. Saugus has, looks like, 2 men deep, little one a little bit shorter. So here we go, 2018, happy Thanksgiving. Comes Saugus up the sideline. Good turn back. Number 4, James Molsey.
Good return all the way to their own 45-yard line, and Saugus is in good field position to open up the ball game.
Yes, they are.
Joe coming through normally with his hand warmers, and we're keeping our hands warm. And it's really a beautiful morning, but it is cold.
A little chilly, but got to keep the window open. It wouldn't be football if we didn't.
So Saugus has the ball 1st and 10 on their own 45-yard line.
2 men in the backfield. Automatic in the shotgun formation. Fakes the pitch. Quarterback keeper gets about 1.
Picked up a couple of yards on the play, and that's it. I don't know if the field is really frozen that much. The way they were running with the ball, it seemed like they couldn't get any traction. So let's see what happens for the rest of the ball game.
So that was number 7 was the quarterback, but I have on my notes number 12 is the normal quarterback. He just came in, Mason Nicholas. That's a good reputation. So Saugus breaks the huddle. We have 2 receivers split right. 2 men in the backfield, shotgun formation. Snap, handoff to number 21 up the middle. Pickup of a couple, good gang tackle by Peabody. Number 3, sophomore Maglione, has had a great year this year.
Right now visiting us is John Goulas, that super ball player from Peabody High. He's in charge of this Hall of Fame day today, and they did a good job, John.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 from the Saugus 48-yard line. So
big play to open up the ball game.
Yeah, it'd be nice if the defense could stiffen up here and get the offense on the field. Trips left, shotgun formation, pass, short pass, complete. No gain though, probably a loss of 3 actually, so it's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down for Saugus.
So Saugus will be forced to kick. John, did everything go good today?
Happy Thanksgiving.
And we miss you up here, John.
I miss you too.
Okay.
Thanks, John. I appreciate that. Anytime you want to take a seat, you let me know. All right, so we have a 4th and 10 kicking off from the 45-yard line. Snap is good. Saugus kicker gets it away. And that's number 3, Maglione, with the return. Gets a pick up about 6 or 7. So Peabody's going to start off from decent field position on their own 36-yard line, 1st and 10. So as I was saying earlier, Lou, every time it seems that Peabody's able to get on the board early, it's a good sign, obviously. It's worked out well for them this year.
Right, John, one thing I want you to notice that today we're going out live, and I don't think we did a live football game with you, but now all the games are live or on stream, and the people are sitting in their living room to this morning on a nice warm living room watching this ball game.
It's a beautiful picture right there.
1st and 10, Peabody from their own 37-yard line. Alex Danisco in the shotgun. Sophomore quarterback. Angel Polino by his side, running back number 41. Danisco takes it himself. No pickup on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 10. So one of the things I've noticed this year, Lou, is consistency. As far as, are they going to be able to stick with the run? If he makes a pass and he's incomplete, it's a 3rd and 10. So it's important that they figure out what they want to do here early. Second and 10. So they're going to have 2 split wide right, 2 split wide left. Polino in the backfield with Danisco. Shotgun. Handoff to Polino. Pickup of about 4. Going to bring up a 2nd and 6.
Thanks, John.
All right, so 3rd and 6 from their own 41-yard line. Inside pass, number 12 on the reception. Ooh, I think it's going to be about a 4th and 1. Pass was complete to number 12, Jack Woods. It's going to be right in front of us here, right on the 46, about a 4th and 1. So Coach Betts, I'm sure, is going to go for it here. Good opportunity right here to see how your offensive line, what kind of a push they're going to give today, Lou.
It's a big play to start off the ball game for the Peabody Tanners.
Yeah.
It's less than a yard. It's probably the length of a football. If they can only move it a little bit, they'll be all right.
Yeah, I like the old quarterback sneak a la Tom Brady, but they're not going to do it. Tom Danisco in the shotgun, hands it off to Polino, breaks the first tackle, pushing. That's the drive we've seen all year from him. His legs just always keep driving, and that's where it's going to really pay off. So 1st down for the Tanners.
Right at the 50-yard line, so it's a big 1st down to start the ball game off.
Good sign for the Tanners. No huddle. Danisco gives it Polino over the right side.
Picked up a couple of yards there.
Yep. So.
It's good to see the band here and this morning. A cold morning, and they were really brave to come out like this.
And right before the game, we had the festivities, the 2018 Peabody Tanners Hall of Fame class, and during the broadcast, we'll highlight a few of those people, if not all of them, and their achievements here while they attended Peabody High School. 2nd and 9 from the 49-yard line of Saugus. Danisco in the shotgun, takes it, hands it to Polino. Tries to get outside, can't break the first tackle. Pickup of a couple. So far, Peabody sticking with the run. Gain of a couple is going to bring up a 3rd and 7 from the Saugus 47-yard line. Peabody's got trips wide right, single down left. Tedesco's back to pass. Little screen set up for Polino. He's got blockers in front of him. He's got the first down and more. Inside the 35, down about the 30-yard line of Saugus. Nice play set up by Peabody, offensive coordinator.
You could see pass all the way, but the way they worked the screen, it worked out real well for them.
Yep. Want to give out a shout out to our sponsors today, Lynn Ladder and DC Rentals, and also Breaking Ground. So shout out to our 3 sponsors who help us bring this broadcast to you in living color. Once again, happy Thanksgiving, and I hope everyone's got their turkeys in the oven now, Lou.
I hope it's almost ready.
So Peabody 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Excuse me, from the Saugus 30-yard line. Spread formation, two receivers split right, 2 receivers split left. Polino in the backfield to quarterback Danisco. He's going long. He's got him. Oh, that's intercepted.
Yeah. Down on about
he had him open, just was a little bit short.
On the 4-yard line.
Yeah, through the double coverage. That pass was intended for number 84 for the Tanners, Owen Carr.
That's the play I never like because when they throw that long ball down there, there's double coverage and there's a good chance of an interception, and that's just what happened.
Yeah, he had him open, but then
it was
he
open
got to
for a shot
overthrow
line.
it. Yeah. Here's the replay of the play coming up here. You'll see he looked short and then he went long.
There he is. He gets the snap. He fakes his shot, and then
he had him
throws
right
along.
there, and then it was good closing play by Saugus defender, but ball was just a little bit short.
Yeah, just
Nice play. So Saugus takes over 1st and 10 on looks like about the 5-yard line.
Peabody took a timeout. I don't know if they didn't have one player out there. There was someone actually trotted onto the field late, so they had to call a timeout so they wouldn't be penalized.
So under 4 minutes here in the first quarter, scoreless game. Saugus has a second possession of the game. Handoff up the middle. Peabody defense does a very good job on the tackle. So if Peabody can keep them boxed up here, they get good field position. And interception would be more like a punt. See what they do here. 2nd and 10. Fake the inside handoff flag. We probably got a false start, I assume. Yeah, we do.
It's against Saugus, so they're really going to
Be backed up.
go back to half the distance of the goal, but probably be on about the 4-yard line.
So 2nd and 12 and a half. Good crowd here tonight.
Yeah, considering the weather and everything, it's a real good crowd.
2nd down for Saugus. Man in motion for Saugus. Shotgun. Inside handoff. He breaks the first line of containment. There he goes. Looks like he will be caught, but it'll be a big gain for Saugus.
All the way up to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, pick up about 40. Number 27, Dante McGrain, highlighted early in the week in the newspaper. He is one of the difference makers, as they say. And an injured player for the Tanners. Number 9, Dylan Peluso, one of the receivers for the Tanners. So
It looked like the way he got blocked is what happened to his leg. So 1st and 10 for Saugus on their own 41-yard line.
shotgun formation. Got a flag. Quarterback's keeper, number 4. He's not the normal quarterback.
That's going to be against Saugus motion in the backfield.
We'll take it. Actually, offsides on the Tanners.
Wow. Must have lined up offside. That's what happened there.
So, Saugus comes out of their own end zone, almost inside Peabody territory. It's going to be a 1st and 5 after the penalty from their 46-yard line. Handoff, pickup of maybe 1 if you're lucky. Yeah, Peabody thought they recovered, but the ball was blown
Yeah,
dead.
the ball was dead a long time before that.
So pickup of 1. It's going to be Saugus on their own 47. Need to get to the 49-yard line of Peabody for 1st down. So 2nd and 4. Two receivers split left, 1 right. Man in the backfield, shotgun. It's going to pass it. Incomplete. Ball was thrown short.
Tanner's got in there real quick, and he didn't have much chance to throw that ball. And he threw it while he was running.
Yeah. Not sure I agree with that call on a 2nd and 4, but we'll take it from Peabody's end. 3rd and 4 now for the Saugus. Saugus Sachems. So here we go. 3rd and 4 from their own 47. Got a timeout. Ref was confused. He thought they called the Peabody timeout. No timeout on the field. Here we go. 3rd and 4. Shotgun formation. Oh, nice job by the Peabody defensive line. We had 3 people in on the sack there for Peabody.
So now it's going to be a 4th down, and they're going to have to kick it.
Yeah. Number 64 led the charge there by Peabody, Aiden Kelleher. Nice job. That's the end of the first quarter. No score.
And that was a fast first quarter, too, because they kept the ball on the ground most of the time and the clock kept running.
They did. So we're talking about earlier today, we had a ceremony where we had the 2018 Peabody Hall of Fame class. A couple of people who got in. We had the classmates and captains of the 2007 basketball team, Kyle Moltner and Eddie Leonard. Both were multi-sport athletes. And in addition to that, we had Gary Hayward, class of 77, who captained the soccer team and baseball teams. And also current police officer, Captain Scott Vlasic, who had a great career and then went on to Wesleyan University. He graduated in 1979 and 1980. Pat Conrad. All right, here we go. Back to punt is Saugus.
High snap, but he gets
Fake
it off.
punt. He's got a long way to go. Don't know if he'll get there. Oh, I think it's going to be, I think he got it. Wow. Nice play by the Saugus coaching staff. First down.
Yeah, he got the first down.
So, there's your first trick play of the afternoon. I think you're going to see another one coming up later on today. So, Saugus gets the first down by 1 yard. 1st and 10 on the Peabody 48-yard line. Peabody Saugus breaks the huddle. Shotgun. I don't think anyone takes a snap on the center anymore, though. 2 receivers. Man in motion. Handoff. Following the man in motion.
Boy,
Nice
he's
run.
driving.
Yeah. 5-10 is in on the tackle, but not before. I got a flag on the play, too. Got a holding.
Yeah, it might
on
be
Saugus.
holding against Saugus. That field must be frozen, Joe. The way they're running with the ball, you can tell they're
Little
taking
tippy
tiptoe
toes,
steps.
yeah.
Tippy-toe steps. Thanks to Joe, the warmest part of my body is my hands with these hand warmers.
So going to back up Saugus back to their 42.
So that's going to be about a 4th and 18, something like that. 1st and long. 1st and 14.
Shotgun formation, 3-men split wide right, single backfield. Quick pass, incomplete. Well, that was a decent pass by the quarterback. He put it right in the hands of the receiver, but could not complete it. So Peabody will take it. Hopefully they can take advantage and bring up a 2nd and 20.
He would have got hit for loss if he caught the ball.
Second and 20 from the 42-yard line for Saugus. Back to pass. Decent pressure. Ball was up there. It's over the head of the receiver. Be incomplete. Bring
That
up
was
a
a nice
3rd and
pass,
20.
but boy, it was thrown way too far.
Yeah.
I don't think the receivers could get down there that quick. So it's a type of game that we just about thought would happen. The Peabody defense is Saugus offense, because Saugus has had the ball quite a while with the first quarter, and now they have it the second quarter.
So 3rd and 20 for Saugus for their own 42. Fake to the handoff twice. Set up a little screen here. Peabody well defended.
Oh yeah.
Who was that? Number 28 on the play.
Dom and Anisi, number 28.
It says Dominisi, but I'm not too sure that's him. Dom's a much bigger kid. I don't know. 28. So, Saugus,
About
punt
25
formation.
to go.
Maglione back. High kick, not deep. Peabody's going to let the ball bounce. Takes a Saugus roll. Going to get down right to the Peabody, right inside the Peabody 30-yard line. So, decent punt by the Saugus, no return.
So this is the first time the Tanners had the ball in the second quarter, and probably only the second time they've had the ball this afternoon so far.
Yep. They had success with the run. The one time they put it up in the air, I think it was intercepted, so. So Peabody takes over 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Second possession of the game. Offensive possession here. Denisko in the shotgun. Receiver in motion. Therian on the jet sweep. Could not get a hold of that ball. He fumbled it, but he recovered his own fumble. That play's all about timing, Lou. If you can't make that handoff timing good, it looks easy what the pros do, but at the high school level, many times I have seen the ball.
Putting the ball in the air is tough, no matter what you do, forward pass or a lateral or anything. Once you do that in high school, it's anybody's ball. And they lost a couple of yards on that play. So 2nd down and 12.
Yep. Peabody comes out 2 split wide right, 2 split wide left. Denisko take the shotgun. They're doing the jet sweep the other way. Number 7 on the carry. It's going to be pick up about 7. Colton Cole on the carry, so it's going to give us a 3rd and about 6. Now let's see what the
Picked up about 6 yards on the play.
see what the Tanners can draw up here. Coming up on 8 minutes to go in the first half. Scoreless ball game. So Peabody splits it 2 wide right, 2 wide left. Polino in the backfield with Denisko. Snap. Complete. Looks like it's going to be short by about 1.
Now we're going down to the field, on-field announcer down there.
It's going to be 4th and 1.
First of all, happy Turkey Day, folks. We're live from here from Coley Lee Field at Peabody, Massachusetts. Both teams are battling through adversity this season. For Peabody, it's been an injury-filled year, and for Saugus, they went through a mid-season coaching change. As a quote by Coach Betancourt before the game, finishing at 4-7 is not an option. Keys to the game is going to be the elements. By halftime, and with 17 degrees, that ball is going to be almost solid as a rock. So you're probably going to see both teams, as we've seen so far, focus heavily on the run game as opposed to the pass. For Peabody, if the line of Cava, Glass, and Locke can hold up, then Louis Skidries and Angel Polino will be able to run free. We're going to send it back upstairs to the booth where I'm sure they're pretty nice and warm right now as opposed to down here on the sideline.
Nice job from the sidelines. Peabody, 4th and 1. They went for it. They did get the first down. So big play for the Tanners.
So we are warm up here, Joe, thanks to you and your heaters, and my son brought a heater. So we have 3 heaters up here in the booth.
1st and 10, Tanners from their own 40-yard line. Denisko shoots it out wide right. Pass is complete. Number 7 on the completion. I believe that's Colton Cole.
Down to the Saugus 38-yard line, 37-yard line to spot the ball.
Peabody gets in Saugus territory for the first time this game. First and 10 from the 37. Pass is complete. Ball was fumbled. They reload a completion, but it looks like it's still going to, Peabody's going to retain the ball. So once again, we hope that you're enjoying this game. If you're watching it live, cooking your dinner, we want to give a shout out to the crew today that allows us to do what we do live. Lily Hart, Matt O'Connor, Matt Smith, Mike McLaurin, Jeremy Levine, Pat Carboni, Ashley Ambrose, happy birthday Ashley, Josiah Bedrosian, Jim Palmer, and Gus Margiotta. So once again, we want to give a shout out to the production team at PATV that allows us to broadcast this game live to you on Thanksgiving 2018. Denisco hands it off to, never handed it off actually, excuse me. We got a flag. It could be a late hit, could be a personal foul. We'll take it, personal foul on Saugus.
Yeah, he hit him way late. He was down on the ground and he piled right on him.
I thought Paulino might have had the ball, but Denisco kept it. I don't know if we have that play on replay or not. Timeout.
So they moved the chains all the way down.
Yep.
And the ball is going to be spotted deep in the Saugus territory on the 25-yard line just about. That's where they spot the ball in 26.
So good break for Peabody. Saugus coaching staff obviously not happy.
A little over five minutes left in the half. 0-0 ball game. Joe, we thought there would be a wide open scoring game too, and that's not happening.
Not this half. So Peabody kind of, I think they're going to go with the blue call and try and pound it in here. Could be wrong, but let's see.
Well, we're always wrong 50% of the time.
The other 50% we're just lucky. All right, so here we go. Tanners break the huddle, 1st and 10 on the Saugus 26. Best scoring opportunity of the day for either team. Denisco, shotgun, is going to pass it. Now he's going to run it. We got a flag on the play. He's going to pick up a couple. I got a feeling it's going to be a hold.
I think there's going to be a
Tanners.
hold
It
against
is.
the Tanners.
So going to bring up a 2nd and long. Penalties hurting both teams here.
So once again, once they get down to that red zone, the penalties kill the Tanners. This has happened all year long constantly.
So
now it's 1st down and 20.
Yep, 1st down and 20 from the 36-yard line. In motion, Cole. This goes back to pass. Set us up the screen to Gertie's, but no help there. Good job by the Saugus defense. Number 27, Dante McCrane. He's a playmaker for Saugus.
That's about another 10 or 15-yard loss, Joe. So they have a 2nd down and a bunch.
27. Back to the 43. That was a loss. Yep, of about 7 on the play. Inside of 5 minutes here. 2nd and long. Tanners need a play. Denisco's going to pass it. He's going to tuck it and run it. Nope. Oh. So both teams having a tough time putting the ball in the air. Third down, 3rd and 27 from the 43 of the Saugus Sachems. Gertie's in the backfield with Denisco. 4 receivers. pass is complete. Short pass. Number 11, Jared Ridley Sr. breaks the first tackle. Nice play. Gets down about the 30-yard line. So I'm sure Coach will go for it. It's going to bring up about a 3rd and 14. I think it's a little bit outside of Austin Leggett's field goal range. Be about a 50-yard, maybe a 49-yard.
Right, and the way they're playing today, a field goal could win the ball game.
Yeah. So clock is moving inside of 4 minutes to go. Down to the Saugus 31, so we'll be a 4th and 15. Danisco comes in from the sidelines with the play. Shotgun formation, trips right, single left. Danisco's going to pass it. It's looking deep. He's got him to Ridley. That's a touchdown, Tanners. Wow. Nice play. Not only a first down, but a touchdown, Lou.
Yeah, that was a great play, and it was wide open.
Yep.
I don't know how he snuck by his defenders, but he got out there.
Danisco did a good job. He saw him, and he put the ball right where it needed to be. Nice play by Alex Danisco. Once again, number 11, Jared Ridley. Nice story by Ridley. Didn't play his junior year, came back his senior year, so nice to see.
I like to see how he got that open. You know,
Yeah.
he really
Shout
by
out,
the players.
shout out to his mom and dad, Marcy Ridley and Dave Ridley. Marcy very involved with youth football the last 10 years or so. So good to see. Peabody gets on top early. Looks like Peabody is going to line up for the extra point, waiting for the kicking ball. So Peabody shifts into kicking formation. Danisco the holder, Leggett the kicker. Snap down, ball is up, and it is no good. So as your teams head back upfield, 2018, happy Thanksgiving. Tanners 6, Saugus 0.
Well, here we are, John Goulas, like old times, John, and sitting down here in the cold booth. But how do you like this booth now? Nice and warm.
Well, this is officially your booth now, huh, Lou?
Right, thank you.
I hear
yeah.
the good news.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you, John.
How many years?
Oh, I can't. Oh, over 30. I know that. Maybe 35, 38 years.
Yep, and nice occasion. Your son is here as well
Right.
for the honor, and well deserved, I must say, my friend.
Right. So congratulations on the Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Lou. Thank you.
today also, and maybe you want to talk a little bit about that.
Well, we've got 18 inductees that are going in, former student athletes at Peabody, Kyle Maltner and Eddie Leonard, two outstanding athletes. They were outstanding athletes as sophomores. And what made them outstanding, Lou, was that they were very, very passionate in what they did, and they excelled in many sports. Kyle in baseball and basketball, and Eddie basketball and lacrosse, and then eventually football. And not many people realize that Eddie Leonard went out for football the first time his senior year, and didn't even know how to put on a uniform. Sounds a little trivial to most people, but Eddie and Kyle were outstanding athletes. Gary Hayward, former teammate of mine, 1977, outstanding baseball player who could hit, run, catch, had tremendous speed, was a state in the States his senior year. Scotty Velasic, outstanding football player, defensive back, was a coach at Peabody as well. Pat Conrad, baseball player. Mark Leonard and Gary Reddick, two outstanding hockey players. Charlie Spur, who was a phenom in track, and Lauren Orlando Latilleria and Heather Pop Lauren, both captained the volleyball and basketball teams. So it's great to see that duo going in. Heather was a captain of lacrosse and soccer and lacrosse teams, and she was also the MVP in lacrosse. Gary Palmieri Jr., baseball, and his brother Anthony. And Gary was a three-sport athlete, football, hockey, and baseball. Josh Rochman, Sean Hayes, 1994 and two respectively. Josh was an all-star in both sports, and he was on the 1993 football Super Bowl champions. Tracy McKeon Palazola, an outstanding three-sport athlete, as well as Jocelyn Costa Sullivan and Michelle Renee Graffini will be inducted this year. And Tracy was captain of and chosen MVP for both soccer and basketball. Jocelyn Kaplan, the captain of the field hockey and lacrosse and swim teams, tremendous athletes, hardworking family, and she's also the assistant principal at the South School. Let's see, and Michelle, what can I say about her? Three-sport athlete, both volleyball, basketball, and softball. Bill Connolly, William Connolly, 1950, an outstanding athlete who's deceased, and his son Jeffrey will be accepting on his behalf. And Paul Temberg, probably one of the best outstanding football players that ever came out of Peabody High School, class of 1974, outstanding defensive end and offensive end, went to UNH. He's deceased and no longer with us. That's basically it, Lou. Just a great class.
Okay, we want to thank you and thank you for dropping by, and good luck. And we'll see you at the banquet soon.
You bet.
Okay. Next, John Goulas, a super player himself in his days. Well, we missed the kickoff, but also the extra points. The Tanners got another shot at that extra point, and they went for two and got it.
They did.
Because Saugus was offside, I believe.
That is correct, Lou, absolutely.
John did a good job as normal. He was my color person long before you, and he did a great job, and we miss him up here.
Oh, over the snaps, over the head of the quarterback. That'll be a safety. Yeah, I listened to you and John many years, and I enjoyed listening to that, and I'm thankful to be here in the booth. And so here we go, 10-0 Peabody. It's a good break.
Yeah.
Minute 56, so here's the replay coming up. Snap was over his head.
Wow. Good thing there was no Tanner. It went right out of bounds.
So Peabody's going to have an opportunity now to take advantage and go into halftime. Maybe they can pad the score a little bit. That would be nice. So let's see what the Saugus kicker / Pentacle will do here.
Yeah. So the Tanners, with almost 2 minutes to play, they're going to have the ball again in good field position.
I'd like to give a shout out to my family. I think they're probably home, birds in the oven, to my wife Carol and my sons Justin and Ryan. Looking forward to having the family and sitting down for a nice Thanksgiving Day dinner in a couple hours.
And part of my family is right here beside me, my son Louis doing the stats for us.
That's right. So looks like Saugus will do the traditional kick as opposed to punt. I don't know. No, he picked the ball up, so maybe it is going to be the traditional punt. Here we go. Kicks at about 30-yard line. Fair catch. I don't know why he did that. The Peabody coach doesn't either. That was caught by number 28.
The way the ball is today, he probably didn't want to hold on to it. So the Tanners get the ball on their own 48-yard line.
Little help from our PA announcer, Steve O'Hara. Number 28 is Nick Vecchio. He's a sophomore. He started to get some playing time a couple of games ago. So he made that nice place on defense in the first half, and he just fair catch the safety / punt. So 3 men in the backfield. First time we've seen this today by the Tanners. Danisco hand it to Polino. Gets pick about 4. I think the Tanners are playing a little bit safe here. They want to go in at least up 10-0, if not a couple more points. They can get it down to about the 25-yard line. That's within field goal range for Leggett.
So he picked up a good 2 yards on the play, 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, clock is running. We got a timeout now.
Minute 30 left in the
Yeah,
half. Okay, down to Bernie now.
on the sidelines. Bring it on, Bernie.
And there's a timeout for Bernie.
Well, folks, with the wind chill right now, it's about 20.2 degrees. It feels a lot colder than that, which is that ball at this point is probably just rock solid, which makes it all the more impressive that the first Tanner touchdown of this game was a passing touchdown. These receivers' hands are not only cold, they're probably frozen, just like the ball itself. Following that safety, I can only guess the center felt the ball was frozen. He was trying to overcompensate just a little bit with the snap and ended up snapping it over the quarterback's head, which is resulting in the 10-0 lead for the Tanners. We're going to send it back up to the broadcast booth. We'll be back eventually with more sideline updates.
Okay, thank you very much. Good job down there on the sideline, and stay cold.
So bring up 2nd and 7 from the Saugus 49-yard line. Danisco hands it off. Gertie's. You lose the first tackle, but Saugus defense, nice job. They better lay off there like another personal foul.
Hard to bring it down, but
So there you go, Saugus keeping the Peabody running game wrapped up. Clock is moving, coming up on inside of a minute. So I'm surprised Saugus might call a timeout here. They didn't. Peabody breaks the huddle rather quickly. 3rd and long and about a 13.
he
Ball
fumbled the
is
snap.
fumbled by Danisco. He recovers his own fumble. Clock is moving. No
Maybe be
timeout.
just satisfied to go in the locker room with this lead right now, 10-0.
Yeah, I'm surprised Saugus wouldn't call a timeout, though. You never know on a punt or something like that. Something messes up, Lou. So I think Peabody's catching a break here myself, but we'll take it. Clock is moving. I don't know if actually Peabody's going to have to call a play here. It looks like they're probably not going to have to. I think they're going to get into halftime.
Yeah, they're just taking their time and letting the clock run out.
So it looks like that's going to do it. Score at halftime here, 2018 Thanksgiving Day game. It's going to be Peabody 10, Saugus 0.
And that's the end of the first half, and we'll be right back with first half stats and second half action. Don Goulis here behind me, and Mr. Saslaw, and Lou Sasso, and Louis Michael Cersosimo. Thank you very much, and we'll be right back after these messages. Thanks, John. Good job.
DC Rental has been in business for almost 30 years, offering state-of-the-art radio communications and security camera systems. DC Rentals is able to cater our system, scale it down to any size event, large or small. Our custom-built trailers are designed for fast deployment with full video and communication capabilities. We offer top-of-the-line Motorola and Hytera dispatch and radio equipment, along with Telex and Zetron consoles. DC Rental's mobile command trailer is also available for special events or emergencies. In addition, we provide individual and group training sessions on all of our equipment, as well as 24-hour customer service. DC Rentals can be reached at 781-289-3000 or on the internet at dcrentals.net. DC Rentals is a proud sponsor .
So here we go, starting off the second
Okay.
half. Peabody 10, Saugus 0. Peabody will take the second half kickoff. Back to receive number 2, Colby Therian, and number 3, Cal Maglione. Pooch kick picked up by Peabody. Nice play, number 28, Vecchio on the carry. Gets it out to just about midfield. So Nick Vecchio picks that ball up. So Lou, a good first half. Tight, no score in the first quarter. All the scoring took place in the second quarter.
Right, and the Tenders lead 10-0. Here's some first half stats. Polino had 16 yards rushing. Cole had 7. But the big play was a pass play for 45 yards and 1 touchdown by Ridley. Peabody was 7 for 10 out of completions, which was really good. And Polino had 29 yards rushing. And Cole had 7. And Woods had 4.
Fake to Gertie's completion to Therian. Going to pick up about 5. Yeah, that touchdown in the first half, that was a 3rd and 15. A 4th and 15 that Tenisco made that completion to Jared Ridley. And then Peabody took advantage. It was an offsides on the attempted extra point kick on Saugus. Peabody lined up again. They went for the 2-point conversion. They got it, made it 8-0. And then they got the 2-point safety to make it 10-0. And that's where we stand here. Opening drive for Tanners. 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4 from the Saugus 45-yard line. Hand off to Gertie's. It's going to get the first down inside the 40, down about the 38-yard line of Saugus. So Gertie's getting some good push. The offensive line doing a nice job here.
Right, and they're moving the ball on the ground, which is great, which they couldn't do the first half.
So Peabody has a 1st and 10 on the Saugus 38-yard line. Opening drive here of the second half. Fake to Polino. Danisco going deep.
Wide
He's got
open.
him wide open. Complete. Number 5, Brandon Kniff.
Oh, he snuck away from those defenders and was wide open.
Nice touchdown.
He walked in from the 10-yard line.
Here it is again on replay. Fake to Polino. Sees him wide open. Gets behind the defensive back. All he's got to do is catch it, walk in the end zone. Quick 6 for the Tanners.
That was a great play, a great call by Coach Betancourt and his crew.
Two-point conversion, good. I think that's the play we saw at the very first game of the year. I think that was Matt.
After that 35-yard touchdown reception from Alex Danisco.
Number 3 carry the ball in.
Brandon the Stiff Kniff.
Must have been because he did it all year, Maglione. We'll have to see, but I'm pretty sure it
Cal
was him.
Maglione carried the ball in for the 2-point conversion.
So that's going to give Peabody a nice cushion, 18-0 here. Their defense has been solid all game. Let us confirm Maglione with the 2-point conversion. So Peabody goes up by 3 scores.
Yeah, 18-0, they lead. And their defense really held up for us, like we mentioned at the start of the ball game, that it's going to be the Peabody defense to try and hold the Saugus offense.
Yeah, Leggett with the kick, picked up by number 4. James Moisey takes it outside. Decent coverage by the Tanners.
Number 4, James Moisey on a return.
Peabody's going to keep him inside the 30.
By a host of Tanners. Saugus will start 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line.
So here we go, 1st and 10, Saugus in their own 28-yard line, opening drive of the second half.
See if this Peabody defense can still hold the Saugus offense off the board.
Pass.
Ooh, over everyone's head. The quarterback throws a good hard ball, but he seems to be throwing it when he's running all the time, which is a pretty hard thing to do for a high school player. Today you don't even see the pros playing it when they're running. They don't pass it when they're running. They have to put both feet down and really let the ball go. Second down and 10.
Fake handoff. Pass again, going deep. He's deep. Can't complete it.
He was wide open.
Yeah,
he got
he
by
was-
his defender.
He did.
That's bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Sachems.
Peabody catches a break.
That was number 1 for Saugus that time on that ball. Christensen, Courier. He's only a junior.
3rd down. Saugus timeout.
A lot of the fans still holding off in here today.
So once again, shout out to everybody watching the game at home today. Can't say we blame you, but I'm happy. I'm happy that we didn't cancel the game as far as go with it last night. I was happy to see that.
No, it turned out to be a better day today than it was yesterday.
Yeah. 3rd and 10 from their own 28-yard line for Saugus. Back to pass. Passes
Oh, almost got it.
over the outside of the reach.
He's got a real strong arm, the quarterback.
Blanket coverage by number 20, Nick Vecchio. That's bring up a 4th and 10 for the Tanners. Correction for the Sachems. Back to receive, number 3.
So Peabody
Kyle Maglione.
putting themselves in a real good position right here. Should be able to get the ball back in decent field position, up by 3 scores. Snap. Decent kick. Gonna go out of bounds right around the 46, 44-yard line.
No return, something Saugus wanted, and Peabody's in good field position on their own 44-yard line, 1st and 10. With 9 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Again, we'd like to acknowledge our sponsors. Thank you for your continued support.
So here the Tanners come lined up. Let's go in the backfield. 2 shotgun, 2 receivers wide left, 2 receivers wide right. Paulino in the backfield. Fake to Paulino. Pass is complete to Ridley. Pickup of about 6 or 7 for Ridley.
Let's see
Jared.
where they spot the ball. It's just going to be short of the 1st down, I believe.
Yep, Jared Ridley scored the first touchdown today for the Tanners. I believe he dedicated that touchdown to his mother, Marcy. It's her birthday today, so happy birthday, Marcy. Be a pickup of about 8. Going to bring up a 2nd and 2. Just what you're looking for. Second and 2. Danisco. Pass is complete.
Picks up the 1st down to about the 42-yard line.
Number 84, Owen Carr.
So the Tanners moving the ball real well, taking their time doing it. And the clock moving.
First and 10 on the 42-yard line of Saugus. Tanners are moving. 7.5 left to go here in the third quarter. Handoff on the jet sweep to number 7. He's got it. Actually, excuse me, he's at 7-3. My bad. It is number 7. Nope. Colton Cole. Another first down for the Tanners.
Down to the 29-yard line. Moving the ball real well.
Seems like the Tanners are having their way here with Saugus. One more touchdown would just about put the game out of reach.
Spread formation this time, 2 and 2.
First and 10 from the 29-yard line of Saugus. Polino fake to Ridley again. He's got good yardage. He's going to cut it back up inside. He's going to get tackled, but not before getting another first down for the Tanners.
Yeah, down to the 19-yard line. Just got the first down if he gets that decent spot.
It could be a first down. It's going to be very short. Looks like they're gonna give it to him.
Yeah.
First down for the Tanners. Going to be a first and 10, 19.
Right on the 19-yard line. This is where the Tanners always have trouble, teams, Joe.
Yep, but I think
not today.
The football gods are going to look upon them graciously. Here we go. Denisko in the shotgun. Handoff up the middle of Polino. Good drive. Wide open. Pickup of 9, possibly 10, probably 9. Is going to bring up a 2nd and 1. Boom goes the dynamite. Let's see who Coach Betancourt puts the balls in. Whose hands he's put the balls in on this play. Actually, the offensive coordinator, Coach Betancourt, new offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator for the Tanners this year. Here we go. 2nd and 1 from the 10. Denisko hands off to Polino. Good defensive play stacked up by Saugus. Flag on the play.
Yeah.
I think actually the Peabody guy was helping up the Danvers guy, but before the ref saw that, yeah, he's going to call a personal foul. That's a tough one.
And this has been the story for the Tanners when they get inside that red zone. This is a big one, 15 yards.
That's right.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. So it's 1st and 10.
So
first and 25 now.
Just when it looked like the Tanners might be able to put this game out of reach, tough foul, personal foul here.
Well, they got a good 3 plays to try and get into the end zone again.
Yeah. And also you do have Austin Leggett who can put the ball through the uprights. So Tanners break the formation, 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Fake to Polino. Jared Ridley on the wide receiver screen. Good pickup of about 7 or 8. Going to bring it down inside the 20-yard line.
It's on the 16-yard line.
Yeah, gonna be down to 16, so we're going to have about a 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 from just outside the 15. Denisko once again with the spread formation. Polino in the backfield. Looks right to his first receiver. Complete. It's going to be a pickup of about 4. It's going to bring up a 4th and 2. Let's see what Coach Betts does. Does he bring on the special team?
Got a decent spot on that, too.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. 4th and 2 on the 11. Coming up inside of 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
They have been opening up a hole in that middle there and see if they can get the 2 yards.
So here comes Denisko with the play from the sidelines. 4th and 2. Just inside the 12. Got a timeout. Timeout Peabody.
Maybe he took a timeout, yeah.
Yeah, they might. Looks like he's talking. The offensive coordinator is talking to Therian. Okay, so they're going to bring Therian in. Usually that's a wildcat formation. He usually runs from this formation. Fastest kid on the team, so. So here we go. Kobe Therian at quarterback. I say he's going to take it left. Let's see. Wide side of the field. He goes straight up the middle. Great push by the offensive line. First down inside the 5-yard line. Going to be a 1st and goal for the Tanners.
He really drove through that whole. Nice blocking by the Tanners up front.
Yep, nice job. 1st and goal inside the 5, about the 4-yard line for the Tanners.
We don't say enough about Tyler Nauman, Brandon Glass.
Yep, a lot of seniors at offensive line. A lot of them played, most of them played both ways too, Lou.
Right.
So they still got Therian in the shotgun. I think they'll keep the ball in his hands. Safe bet. There we go, up the middle again. Oh, wow. Oh! The ball was thrown, tipped. I don't know. They still haven't made a call on the field yet, whether reception or not. Both officials are talking back of the end zone. Incomplete. I don't even know if they saw it. We'll see if
one
of
the officials didn't see it.
Yeah, if they could do the replay again. I know they just showed it. Let's see. Here we go again. Oh.
No, we had the replay.
Yeah, we were looking at the officials when we ran the replay. That's an interesting one. Looked like Therian was going to run it. When he got to the line of scrimmage, he just gave a little pooch pass. It was deflected by the Saugus defender, and someone from Peabody came up with it, but must have hit the ground. So here we go again. 2nd and goal from the 4. Therian in the shotgun. Ridley split wide right. Therian up the middle. Nope, cuts it outside. I think he's got it. Touchdown, Tanners. Boom. Goes the dynamite. Shout out to my booers. All right, here we go. It's going to bring it 24-0 Tanners. Extra point to come.
Yeah, look at we'll kick the extra point now. There's that play.
So Austin Leggett's looking like he's going to line up for the extra point here. Indeed, it looks like they will go for the extra point. Snap, ball is down, kick is up. Looks like it's wide right, no good.
No.
So tough kicking conditions with the wind today, the cold. But Tanners score again. They're going to go up, score 24-0 Tanners. 29 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
And this could be a long 4th quarter coming up.
Well, I think we'll run it. We'll see what Saugus, I'm sure, will put up in the air. But 24-0 didn't seem like a blowout game. It was 10-0 at half.
Yeah, and actually Saugus didn't come close to scoring it.
Yeah, they really haven't. That opening drive was about it.
So a lot of the faithful are starting to leave as the 4th quarter is going to be opening up.
Once again, we'd like to give a shout out to the crew today that allows us to broadcast up here and bring it back to you folks in your living rooms. Lily Hott, Matt O'Connor, Matt Smith, Mike McLernan, Jeremy Levine, Pat Carboni, birthday girl Ashley Ambrose, Josiah Bedrosian, and Jim Palmer and Gus Margiotta. Thank you once again, gentlemen and ladies, for allowing us to do what we do. And I also want to give out shout out to our sponsors today, Lynn Ladder, DC Rentals, and Breaking Grounds Cafe down there in Main Street in Peabody. So shout out to both our sponsors, our production crew, and if you're home watching this while the turkey's cooking and Stefan's getting ready. We're glad that we're able to bring it to you live.
And I like to thank all the people that were involved over the years with me to give me this honor today on the press box. Mainly Camille Bartlett, Natalie Mega in the office, Jim Palmer, Gus, and everybody that has to do with anything in sports for the Peabody Tanners, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to do this actually over the years.
Yeah, and as the mayor said earlier today, you had a talk show earlier. It was called the Press Box, right, Lou?
Right, we had the press box and had a lot of interesting guests on it.
Sack just gets on the 1 yard line. Peabody looking for the safety, not going to get it.
Quarterback is sacked in the backfield by number 52, Gabe Kala.
And that's the end of the quarter. We're going to start the fourth quarter with Saugus deep in their own territory, maybe on the 1 yard line.
So this will be maybe a nice opportunity for Coach Betancourt to get some underclassmen in. It's one thing I love about football. You start in August, it's hot, T-shirts, and you end up on a
frozen field.
You know, you go from T-shirts to long sleeves to sweatshirts and hand warmers. But
right. And these uniforms are really nice, but Joe, down deep, I don't like them because you can't get the numbers out of them. They're light blue with a dark blue.
Yep. Shout out to the cheerleaders doing their thing. So here we go. Second and long for the Saugus, and they're backed up in their own end zone, actually. Here's the pitch. He's going to get it across.
Well, he comes out of that pile there, goes to the sideline, and gets driven out of bounds by number 12, I believe that is. Jack Woods. Yeah, Jack Woods did a good job on defense taking him out. There's a good football family.
That's right. So we had the pleasure of being in the Peabody press box today. A lot different than Saugus, huh, Lou, last year?
Oh, yeah. I dread going there next year.
I just was thinking about that, trust me. I'm right there with you. All right, so Saugus comes out, break the huddle, bring up a 3rd and 11 from the 9 yard line, their own 9 yard line, 3rd and 11.
This coffee is still warm, Joe.
There you go. Pitch, number 4. Oh, gets away from Therian, but not Maglione. Cal Maglione looking for the safety, not going to get it.
Saugus, the Peabody defense just can't, they really tie up Saugus.
I was just going to text my wife and tell her to baste the turkey, but I think my son's listening. So if you're listening, son, tell Mom not to forget to baste the turkey there.
And get the hot toddy ready.
So Saugus backed up way deep in their own end zone. Number 3 and number 12. Who's number 12? Jack Woods.
Yeah, Jack Woods.
Cal Maglione back to receive the punt from Saugus. Ball is snap. Kick is good. Oh, kicked it off the back of his up man. Maglione recovered it. Touchdown, Peabody. Wow. Cal Maglione, tough break for the Saugus. Looks like Peabody, he backed up inside.
I'd like to see a replay on that, Joe.
Yep. You know where it Then come back up. Help me grab the heaters after the game, please. Thank you. So everything going the Tanners' way. Thanksgiving 2018.
There's the replay on that. And the blocker almost backed into the kicker. That's what happened there. He did, yeah.
Peabody playing good football, knowing it was a live ball. Kick is down, up. That one's good. All right. Austin's had a good year. A couple of tough ones this afternoon, but he closes out strong. So Peabody, 31. Saugus, 0. So Peabody looking to go 5 straight. Great opportunity for now. A lot of underclassmen to get in the game now.
4 minutes to go in the game. I'd like to acknowledge the seniors. Again, as the last time they take this uniform and field as a Peabody Tanner.
So Peabody up 31-0. Back in 2014, it was 33-0. 2015, 52-0. 2016, 35-6. Last year, 33-7. So little pattern there. I got to be honest with you. We talked about this early in the game. I don't think either one of us expected to see a blowout like this.
No, I thought there'd be a good defensive battle. The Tanners have played their defensive game, but Saugus hasn't been able to stop the Tanners moving the ball.
And it was 10-0 and a half. So it was a competitive game. Just things if the ball was bounced. The football gods have been kind on the Tanners here in the second half.
Yeah, they didn't shoot themselves in the foot today.
Nope.
They shot the turkey, and that's it.
That's right.
A lot of nice clean shirts out there today for this kickoff now. We can't get all the players that are in there because half of the numbers you can't see because of the color.
So here we go. It's a high kick. Fair catch by number 7.
So we'll see what Saugus can come up with the remaining 6 minutes of the ball game.
Yep. Looks like Peabody still got a lot of their first line defensive linemen here. Number 53 almost has the quarterback out of bounds.
Wow. Chris Glass once again playing a whale of a ball game. He's been a standout for the Tanners all year long.
All year long.
Lost about 5 or 6 yards on the play. We'll say second down and 15.
So, but the last thing left to do here for the Tanners is to keep the shutout on the board. Inside of 6 minutes, clock is ticking. Saugus in the shotgun. Short pass. Little pitch back.
Yeah. It's going to be just short of the first down, I believe.
Yeah. Number 38, Sousa, I believe, on the tackle, and 39.
That was an old play that we used to use in the old days. You lateral off, and you lateral us off to the second man trailing him, and he picked up another few yards.
Number 39, Jared Smith, was another tackle. I think that's a senior. Looks like they were very happy for him. Pass is complete again.
And he didn't gain anything.
Yep, Cal Maglione, sophomore. He'll be coming back. He'll be a big part of the offensive and defensive team next year. Once again, a lot of skill positions coming back next year for the Tanners, so they'll need some new linemen.
And you've been following the underclassmen, and there's going to be a good group come up from them too, right?
Yep,
We just hope they all go to Peabody High.
that's right. On that note, a shout out to Coach Mark Leonard in the Hall of Fame today. A friend of mine, current hockey coach Mark Leonard and his family. Wishing them a happy Thanksgiving. Coach Leonard wishes every
He's been a
Peabody
real
kid.
good hockey coach, too.
Yeah.
He's been and a real good gentleman.
big advocate of Peabody sports and Peabody schools. Fourth and 5 for Saugus. Pass is complete once again. That was a lateral.
That's twice they used that same play.
Ball is down. It's gonna. I don't know who. It's right in front of us. It's gonna be either recovered or they didn't get the first down on downs. One or the other. It doesn't matter.
Oh, Peabody got the fumble. He fumbled
Yeah.
it. So Saugus has had a tough day handling that ball.
Yep. So shout out to all the Peabody High assistant coaches. Obviously, we all know head coach Mark Betancourt, but the assistant coaches, they sacrifice a lot from their families. And this is a nice way to wrap up the season. Good way to look forward to next season. So to the coaches, the cheerleaders, and everyone involved with
And the
Peabody
band.
football. And the band, yep, absolutely. Handoff up the middle to Sousa.
Jake Sousa picked up a good, close to 5-yard pickup. Yep.
So inside of 5 minutes, I would expect to see the Tanners keep the ball on the ground the rest of the way here.
First man through, very same play.
Handoff. So Peabody can probably get 1 or 2 more first downs. That would take us through the end of the game here. So third and short 1. Saugus, give him credit. We got a flag on the play. Gonna be a personal foul. On face mask on Saugus.
Here's a
There's
replay on that.
Ooh, yeah, definitely. You can see that. It's plain as day there. Looks like Angel's okay. Came to the sidelines with his helmet off. Not by choice, pulled off by Saugus.
First down to the Saugus 19-yard line now, and they pick up a first down so they can control the ball probably the rest of the game now.
Yeah.
I didn't get that quarterback, Joel. There's a different quarterback in there, I believe.
Oh, no, it's still Danisco, 18.
No, yeah. Down to about the 16-yard line.
Number 7, Cole on the carry.
Cole's been carrying the ball quite a bit today. He's doing a good job.
Receptions, we got timeout Saugus. So, looks like some of our fans are going to be heading out. I don't blame them. So second and about 6, sad down the 16-yard line of Saugus. Hand off.
Trying to turn a corner and still on his feet, going out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
Cole. Timeout Saugus. So Saugus calling the timeouts here, not
Yeah.
Peabody.
So now
First
they
and goal from the 9. So first and goal on the 5-yard line. Tedesco on his center. Sousa the up back. Hand off to Sousa. Gets met. Picks up about 3. So second and goal from the 3. Coming up on about 2 minutes to go in the game. Hand off to Sousa. He's going to get the touchdown.
There it is. He's in the. So the Tanners moved to 37-0 with the extra point coming up with 2 minutes left in the ball game. And you got to give credit to that Peabody defense. Saugus didn't come close to scoring.
They really didn't.
Only the opening kickoff, and after that, I don't think they crossed the 50-yard line.
I don't think they might have gotten 100 yards in offense, but I don't even think 150, that's for sure. The kick is good by Austin Leggett. So once again, this is a great way for Peabody to head into the offseason feeling good about themselves and what they've done here. You got to give them credit too. Coach Betancourt brought in a brand new offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator this year. I don't have the names in front of me. I know the defensive coordinator is from the Everett program, and the offensive coordinator is Gino Fedora, who came over from Linfield. So,
And he was a great Peabody player.
Yes, he was. So I know that once again they've come.
Joe, if you got a minute, I'd like to really thank everyone from Cable that made this day possible for me. Camille Bartlett, Natalie Mager in the office, Jim Palmer, Guts, and all the Cable crew, and no matter whoever had anything to do with sports in Peabody, they helped make this day for me also. And they deserve a lot of the credit. And if it wasn't for all the TV crews and all the cameramen and all the you yourself and people like Nick Spiliotis and Paul Gottland, going way back.
Yeah.
They all brought the games to you.
Well, thank you, Lou. You started a tradition, and for those of us who couldn't make it on network TV, you've given us the opportunity to come up here and make a small little dream come true. And I appreciate working by your side and teaching me the ropes and letting me, as they say, grow some wings. And it's very enjoyable to be up here. And if you're Peabody native, such as I am and you are, it is always special. And it's nice to see the players grow into men, come back here year after year. And once again, I thank you for all your service, 35 plus years as an announcer, 26 plus years as a ward counselor. And in a couple of weeks here, we'll be starting up and revving up for Peabody Tanners basketball.
Basketball. We'll be right there. We're doing basketball.
Right by your side, absolutely. No mistaken, those are usually Tuesdays and Thursdays, although I could be wrong, but I think that's the schedule. So we hope you enjoyed the broadcast today, and if you're watching this on replay, we hope you had a great Thanksgiving day.
Well, the clock is stopped, but it's going to be moving right now, and it'll probably run right out to the game's end. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yeah.
Quarterback
Thank you very
is
much.
sacked.
Good luck to you.
So Saugus. So Peabody defense.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Saugus had a minus yardage here.
I think you're right. Shout out to our public address announcer, Steve O'Hara, who does a great job at recognizing all the different people who have a part in.
Thank you, Steve.
Quarterback trying to get away. Peabody defense is all over him. That ball was out of bounds. He got a flag on the play.
I think that would be intentional grounding.
Yes, it is. So I think Saugus might just want to put this one in the books.
Well, the way the fans are moving out, I think we'll be able to get out of here pretty easy, Joe.
Yeah, I think we had a...
And it was really a great game. Of course, we were warming here with your heaters that you brought, and we appreciate that. But it made it a lot more comfortable than freezing out in the stands.
Well, shout out to those who donated the heaters. Those know who you are.
And we know who you are, but we didn't want to say it.
All right, so Saugus going to break the huddle, 3rd and long. 42 seconds to go in the game. They're going to pass it. Complete. Saugus, number 45.
They're letting them run.
Yeah. This is sportsmanship, folks, at its best. Touchdown, Saugus. A nice classy play by the Tanners. And Saugus. Good call. Happy Thanksgiving, folks. That doesn't make you smile. I don't know what does.
And he's going to remember that touchdown as a senior.
Yeah. It's number 45, Trentaria Alchul, a senior. Nice. And that's going to do it, folks. Your final score, Peabody Tanners 38, Saugus 6, 2018 Thanksgiving Day game in the books, Lou.
And I'll always remember this day. I want to thank everyone for having a part in today's day. And thank you very much once again, Joe, for joining us. And we'll see you not only next year, but the basketball season coming up also.
Thank you.
Thank you and good evening.
Bye-bye.